Okay, you guys, I'm back. Here comes the cattle cars. I'm gonna be making all kinds of comments today. Don't like that guy. He may be or he may have won the presidency, but he'll never, ever be my leader. You dig what I'm saying? No, they can't. They can't do that. The people on the right, they can't even admit when somebody won an election. I freaking admit it. But just because I admit he won, that doesn't mean I have to uh, look up to him or anything like that, because I sure as hell don't. Here, this song, it expresses my feelings about Donald J. Trader Boy. Okay? Uh, I hope you enjoy it. I wrote the lyrics and I used artificial intelligence to make the music. So here you go.
Have fun for the next 4 goddamn years! Trump may have won, but he'll never be my leader. He's a fucking criminal, and fuck you who voted for that rat. You won't regret this. Now we'll have to listen to that blowhard brag about himself. Project 2025, here we come. Nationwide abortion ban, how you winning like being chattel. Wait until the terrorists happen. You talk about inflation, well you got it. I don't understand why anyone would vote for that bastard after everything he's done. Oh wait, I forgot that he said he didn't do it. You better keep his filthy hands off our social security. I'm old and can't work. Trump is old, so very old. It's a good thing the Republicans didn't want a criminal plan. For president, hypocrites. What is this fucking bizarro world? All the media should be happy because Trump's gonna go after you. Funny, he just now talked about the media calling him the enemy camp. Fuck you, Trump. I bet he's on the phone to Putin to kiss Putin's ass in the morning. The dismantling of democracy. I hate that bastard with a burning passion. I just turned down the sound. I couldn't take listening to his fucking trashing of America. He says America's going down the tubes. Fuck you, Trump. It never was going down any motherfucking tubes. Trump is nothing but a lying bastard who would sell his mother down the river for a nickel. Like I said, you will regret voting for that turd. Don't forget about Don Jr., the pussy, calling himself a prince. He wants to be King Trump. All that blood of the warriors of the past spilled for nothing. I'm disappointed in my fellow American and haven't any hope for tomorrow. But hey, I must be wrong if the majority of Americans want an asshat for a president. The world laughs at us and dreads us. Vote for that bastard after everything he's done. Oh wait, I forgot that he said he didn't do it. He better keep his filthy hands off our social security. I'm old and can't work. Trump is old too, very old. It's a good thing. The Republicans didn't want a decrepit old man. Trump is old for president. What is this fucking bizarro world? All the media should be happy because Trump's gonna go after you. Funny, he just now talked about the media calling him the enemy camp. Fuck you, Trump. I bet he's on the phone to Putin to kiss Putin's ass in the morning. The dismantling of democracy. I hate that bastard with a burning passion. I just turned down the sound. I couldn't take listening to his fucking trashing of America. He says America is going down the tubes. Fuck you, Trump. It never was going down any motherfucking tubes. Trump is nothing but a lying bastard who would sell his mother down the river for a nickel. Like I said, you will regret voting for that turd. Don't forget about Don Jr., the pussy, calling himself a prince. He wants to be King Trump. All that blood of the lawyers of the past spilled for nothing. I'm disappointed in my fellow American and haven't any hope for tomorrow. But hey, I must be wrong if the majority of Americans want an asshat for a president. The world laughs at us and treads us. Don't forget about Don Jr., the pussy, calling himself a prince. He wants to be King Trump. All that blood of the warriors of the past spilled for nothing. I'm disappointed in my fellow American and haven't any hope for tomorrow. But hey, I must be wrong if the majority of Americans want an asshat for a president. The world laughs at us and treads us. And
There you go. That song is called I Hate Trump. And it was written by me, and it is the number one smash hit single in this house. But anyway, yeah, that is my sentiments about them. You guys are gonna regret it, all you MAGA guys. You know, I understand why you voted for them. You know, you feel like things are going wrong, and you may not exactly know why, and you're reaching out trying to find some kind of relief for the hardships you're on. So here comes the smooth talker telling you all kinds of smooth lies, and because I don't know, maybe you didn't know any better, or maybe you just need to be more educated, which that can be cured. Believe me, that can definitely be cured. Anyway, so you voted for Trump. Now you got him. So the first disappointment was the well, maybe that was the second disappointment, but a disappointment was all you MAGA guys spending all that money to travel to Washington, D.C., rent expensive motel rooms, probably paying for expensive ass gasoline up there, too. And what happens? You're all excited and happy. You're going to get to see your leader getting sworn in, and bam, let you down. Move it indoors. You can't see it. So you're left out literally in the cold. So you're going to have to pack up your self and go on back home. Maybe you can make it in time to watch today. I don't know. Maybe you stayed in Washington, D.C., and you're in that expensive motel room. I got to look that up, you know. I haven't been over in that area for a real long time. Let's see. 2005 was the last time I was in that area. I was over by Hagerstown, and I was doing some work for the federal government on some airplanes over there. And when I got there, I started looking for a place to rent, you know, like a suburban lodge or something like that, you know, microtel, whatever. So I went in, found one of them, and I went in. In 2005 now, they wanted $385 a week. I ended up renting some place, some motel room in some flea bag motel full of crack whores. I mean, it was horrible. Every time I walk out the door, there was some crack whore propositioning me in Hagerstown. I wouldn't go to Hagerstown again for love and money. But anyway, I couldn't imagine what the price would be now. It's hell. I bet you it's a hell of a lot more than what it was back then. Because, you know, inflation, that one thing that everybody complains about, and nothing ever gets done about it. Well, I got an idea about getting things done about things. Um, we all, on the left and the right, all of us common folks, we got worries, we got concerns, we got wants, we got needs, we got families to take care of, bread and butter issues, bread and butter, bread and butter. That's the main issue for everybody. Keeping that roof over your head, feeding your kids, getting them educated, you know, maybe have some entertainment so you have a happy life. But what do you got? You got stagnant wages, a lot of inflation. Oh, let's see what this lady's about to say here. Hang on. Oops. Oh, doggone it. Ah. What did I do? We'll get it back. Don't worry. We'll get it back. Anyway, yeah, you got stagnant wages and all. Um, but I got some solutions for that. For the stagnant wages, and I hope you listen up, and I hope you take it to heart. Because I tell you what, we all get tired of being screwed over. Ain't you getting sick and tired of getting
And now to the
screwed?
confirmation hearing for former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi. President-elect Donald Trump's nominee for U.S. Attorney General. She discusses her key aims to return the Department of Justice to its core mission of keeping Americans safe, vigorously prosecuting criminals, and consumer safety.
Anyway,
The Senate Judiciary Committee confirmation hearing is about 5 hours.
5 hours? You ain't watching that confirmation dead lady hearing? What happened with my thing? Hang on. Dad blame it. I'm such an amateur sometimes. What the heck? Pill freaking bread. Go blame it. Here, I'll get that so back. Residential inauguration, unfiltered. That's what I have the URL set on. Ugh. Technical stuff, man. Did it go back? No. Boogers. I don't know. Let's see. I would just, I'm gonna take the whole thing out. I'm gonna cut it. Cut. Okay, so what happens? All right. Now I will put the URL back. I have to get a different URL. They might have changed it on. President, oh, there it is. Okay, well, interact with that sucker. So I got the URL. Oops. I got the URL pointing at the inauguration within a browser of OBS. So that's what we got. You know what? I must have hit one of those little screens they put up there. Anyway, we got it back. Please forgive my ignorance, because sometimes I mess things up because I don't know everything. I know a lot about some things, and I know a little bit about other things. Now, here's one thing I know a lot about. All right. Hopefully, hang on, let me put that other sound back on. Desktop sound. And I'm going to turn that, I will make that other one a little bigger. Hopefully I'll be able to target that thing a little better. I see there's a several second delay between whenever I say something and whenever it actually gets out there. Actually, like a minute. I'm streaming to, I'm using Restream to stream 3 different platforms at the same time. I kind of like it because I'm streaming to YouTube, Facebook, and Kick all at the same time. I think that's pretty cool. It broadens my reach. And I appreciate anybody giving me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, stuff like that. That really made my day. Anyway, what I was talking about, we all got like different concerns, different issues that are near and dear to our heart. And one of them, on the left and the right, is Social Security and inflation and wages. Yeah, that's free. Right? Social Security, that's important to me because I'm an old, disabled, retired guy. And I ended up with neck cancer, and that wiped me out financially. So now I depend on Social Security. And I spend my money real carefully because I appreciate it, that my people back me up. Dig it? I appreciate it. They're doing that, and they're keeping the promise, right? I appreciate that a whole lot. So I'm not going to waste that money. I keep track of it. But I don't want them taking it away neither. We earned it. You got these guys up there, these bean counters. They only tell you half the truth. They don't tell you the whole thing. All they tell you is stuff like, well, you know, to keep Social Security solvent, we're going to have to cut it by 35% or 33%, or, you know, a lot. The other thing we're going to have to do is raise the retirement age to 69 years old. Damn. That's bullcrap. Yeah, if they cut my Social Security by 33%, that would put a real hurting on me. That would put a real hurting on millions of people. Your grandma, your grandpa, your mother, your father, whoever, your brother, your sister, whoever, disabled people. I mean, that will affect everybody. Consumer spending will go down. These stores will get less customers because people like you won't be out there spending money. You dig what I'm saying? All those nurses that go around and help take care of your mom and your elderly grandpa or whatever, they're going to be out of a job because those mom and elderly grandpa and everybody, they're going to be coming knocking on your door because they ain't going to be able to afford the rent or their mortgage. So they're going to be knocked after they sell everything, after they run out of money. They're going to be doing that because they don't want to burden you. I don't want to burden them if I can, folks. You know? So we got to preserve this stuff. And here is how we do it. A national economic strike and business boycott. Okay, I'm going to read to you this thing that I compiled this morning. Okay? Today is a stain on U.S. history. The solution is the power of economic non-participation. This is a blueprint for systemic change. All right. The fundamental truth. Labor is the foundation of all economic activity. Nothing is mined, planted, harvested, processed, manufactured, sold, or serviced without the hands and minds of workers. Without labor, there is no economy. This is the strategy. 25% workforce participation in a coordinated economic withdrawal. 75% reduction in consumer spending. Stay-at-home approach. No physical confrontation. Mobile, dispersible gatherings when needed. Complete economic disengagement. And what that means is 25% of the labor force go on strike. Everybody, the labor force, 75% reduction in consumer spending. That means you don't go to the store. You don't go to Walmart. You don't go to the local market. The streets are empty. There's no consumers. There's no customers. And you stay at home. You don't go to work. You don't do anything that puts any money in these guys' pockets at all. They're as much as you can, you know, like things that keep people alive, you know, like electricity or whatever, like that, fire, you know, yeah. Go to work. But everybody else, stay home. That's why it's the 25%, not 100%. 25%, believe me, that's good enough. Because, oh yeah, and the mobile dispersible gatherings when needed. So you go on protest marches, right? Everybody's out there on the street protesting. We got our signs, labor rules, labor rules. We'll get our due or else. We'll crash the economy, whatever, right? So what happens? They're going to send out the police and the National Guard to try to break this up because this don't look good, man. This is powerful shit. So what happens? We don't confront them. We don't throw rocks or nothing. We don't do any violence at all. We just disperse. We go somewhere else and start marching again. Dig it? So then they're going to send the police over there. What happens? We disperse again. Go somewhere else. See, so they're going to be sending police everywhere, chasing us all over, trying to get us to disperse, and they're going to be totally ineffective because we just go away, gather in another spot, and they'll be left there scratching their heads, twirling their billy clubs. Okay? So that's complete economic disengagement. So what's the impact? The impact with a 30-day timeline is estimated $3 trillion in economic damage. The stock market would decline by 30 or 40%. There would be supply chain disruptions, banking system stress, corporate liquidity crisis. Now, if 30 days ain't long enough to get it through these guys' head that they better start treating us common folks right, we can kind of crank down the pressure. We can put the screws to them further with 60 days and $6 trillion or 90 days and $12 trillion impact. Is that what they want? I mean, labor has the power to do it through the power of non-participation. We make these pigs squeal. All right. Now, there's compound damage created by this insurmountable pressure. This is why it works. It leverages system discrepancies. It minimizes risks to us. It cannot be effectively policed. It uses capitalism's own mechanisms, and it creates asymmetric pressure. What are the stakes? The current trend without action, this is what you're going to get. Increased wealth concentrations, eroding labor rights, declining living standards, reduced economic mobility, growing corporate control. There's the historical context. Past labor movements succeeded through economic pressure. Nonviolent resistance proven effective. Economic withdrawal as a modern revolution of labor or evolution of labor strikes. Strategic advantages. No physical confrontation required. Decentralized structure. Minimal organization needed. Maximum economic impact. Lower risk of additional protests. In conclusion, the path to systemic change lies not in traditional confrontation, but in strategic economic non-participation. The system's dependence on continuous economic activity is its vulnerability. Workers hold true power. They only need to exercise it in unison. We're living in a totally different time than our ancestors, whenever there was the steel strike and the coal strikes and all these different labor strikes and modern strikes. Historically, the strikes have been spot. They've been industry specific, they've been local, some national, but mostly industry specific. So what we need is all across the board, national, all industries. We need to be solid. That's the only way we're going to do it. We have to all draw together, left and right, all us common folks, because that's who really matters. And all these liars up there, I won't, excuse me, I'm going to bring my temperature down a little bit, because I'm getting a little hot under the collar thinking about it. But that's what you're going to get. You're going to get more hardship if you don't do something soon. I'm telling you, you've got to do something soon. You can't just complain and sit on our butts and do nothing. I'm an old man and I'm willing to do something. I'm 67 years old. Right now, my neck is killing me because I got compressed discs in my neck, the pinching nerves. You know, I got paralyzed muscles. I can't go out there and work. If Social Security got eliminated, if that's what they really want to do, they want to eliminate Social Security, I would die. I would either die, or no, I wouldn't die. My family would help me. But damn, I don't want to burden them. I don't want to go to those kind of lengths. You know, it would be lots and lots of other folks, not just me. You know, my own kin folks. And we got to do something. You just watch. Trump, he's going to make a whole bunch of executive orders today. Now, you just listen up to those executive orders, and I bet you're going to start cringing a lot. You're going to be having some dread. So think about that. Think about it real hard about a national labor strike. All of us. A business boycott. And I have to mention this about small businesses. Now, there's a lot of small businesses around. They ain't no giant corporation with like millions and millions and billions of dollars or anything. They will be the first ones hurt by a labor strike, business boycott. They would be hurt severely. And even as much as I hate to hurt these small businesses, they're going to have to get hurt too. And the reason why is quite simple. The vast majority of them get all their products and services from who? Giant corporations. So if you want to increase and multiply the pressure on the giant corporations, you have to affect all of their consumers. All the people that they sell stuff to, you have to affect them. And that way they have a bunch of warehouses full of stock they can't sell. Oh, and think about this too. You know, all those chemical plants in Louisiana and different places like that, refineries, other machine processes that require constant attention. Just think about it for a minute. What would happen if, say, in a refinery, if people said, well, screw this, you take away my Social Security, we're walking out. We're striking, dad blame it. They just start walking out. What's going to happen to all those processes in that refinery that must be monitored constantly? They're going to start failing. There's going to be pipes bursting. There might be explosions. I hope not. I don't want anybody getting hurt. But that could be one of the impacts. And that's not the only thing, too. There's plenty of machines out there that they start breaking if you don't keep an eye on them, if you don't oil them or maintain them or whatever. They start breaking. That alone is going to add hundreds of billions of dollars to the potential damages. So, I mean, there's an old saying, what is it called? F around and find out. Well, if they want to keep effing around, we can make them find out. You have true ultimate power. You just have to convince yourself of it. You have to believe it. And the most important thing is you have to convince them that you know it and that you're willing to apply that power that you have through non-participation. You got to scare them. You got to make them know you mean business, or else things are going to get worse. If you don't believe me, look at the trend. Look back since the Nixon days. That's when it really started, was during the Nixon administration. That was when labor started gradually losing all the things they had worked for all those years. All those strikes, all those labor movements, all of it counted. So what? We've been trying to be nice about it for long enough. Nicey, mamby-pamby ain't working. The Democratic Party, which I am not a Democrat, They said, they go low, we go high. You remember that? They go low, we go high. It didn't work. Have you ever confronted a bully? Have you ever been bullied? I have, and I kicked the damn ass. Bullied. If you go, I thought my dog was doing something. Anyway, if you go high, when they go low, they're just gonna take it as a reason to go even lower. You dig what I'm saying? They don't give a shit if you go high. That don't affect them at all. They just laugh at you. So what you do is instead of when they go low, you go high. When they go low, you grind their rotten faces into the filth they created. You understand? No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more pulling punches. No more biting your lip. Tell them what you mean. You know, if there's some mega guy talking some propaganda bullshit that has been constantly bombarded into his mind, tell him the truth of the matter, whatever it is. And if they get mad about it, try this technique. This is what I do. I talk to somebody and try to explain to somebody a thing 3 times. And if on that 3rd time they don't get it, I turn around and walk away without another word. They can spit, cuss, and yell and scream whatever they want. And they'll get nothing from me because that's it. I figure, well, there's 2 things. There's either 1 or 2 things going on here. Is 1, they're just incapable of understanding what I'm telling you. And that's the way it is. I'm incapable of understanding some things. And everybody can understand and not understand the things. Right? So maybe they're just incapable of understanding. Or maybe I'm incapable of explaining it in a way that everybody can understand. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Maybe I'm inadequate. I'm trying my best right now to explain things the best way I know how. And I'm hoping that I'm being effective. I really do hope I'm being effective. But I'm really trying hard. So, since I've put out all that for now, let's listen to some music while we watch this. And if anything starts going on, I'll turn the music off and turn up the sound some more. But I'm going to cool myself off a little bit. I'll get something else up to tell you about that I've been working on. Man, this shit's coming to a head. Probably the next thing I'll be talking about is what I thumbnailed these videos on is a nonpartisan Speaker of the House. Because we need a nonpartisan Speaker of the House and co-determination. Those are 2 of the strike demands. When we go on strike, those are 2 of the things we demand. Oh, here I go again. Let me take a little break. All right, I'll find, let's see, which one do I want to do next? Let's see. Oh, no, not that one. We'll do that one a little bit later. Oh, yeah, here's one. This is the oligarchy.
The ice is melting, the forests are burning. People are screaming, but no one's learning. I get so mad that logic's burning. Dumbass elephants and donkeys turning for power and crop. They stomp us down for power and crop. Line up, you wretched mob. We pigs gotta have our power and grub. Power and grub. Rising up to the hub. Don't care if we're hated. Just wanna stay sated. Give us our time, power and grub. People wake up with a coffee jolt, but their minds ain't sharp. Their hearts on hold. Clock in, grind out. We set the pace. The clock out. Don't show your face. Stay in line. Toe the line. You know what to do, we control you, then clock out. Get out, don't even scream and shout. Power and grub, rising up to the hub. Don't care if we're hated, just wanna stay sated. Give us all that power and grub. But what if we rise? What if we fight? Tear down the pigs and reclaim our right. No more power, no more grub, no more getting stumped by the hub. Power and grub, rising up to the hub. But now we stand, take back our land. No more your damn power and grub. But their minds ain't sharp, their hearts on hold. Clock in, grind out, we set the pace. They clock out, don't show your face. Stay in line, toe the line. You know what to do, we control you. Then clock out, get out. Don't even scream and shout. Power and grub, rising up to the hub. Don't care if we're hated, just wanna stay sated. Give us all that power and grub. But what if we rise? What if we fight? Tear down the pigs and reclaim our rights. No more power, no more grub, no more getting stumped by the hub. But what if we rise? What if we fight? Tear down the pigs and reclaim our rights. No more power, no more grub, no more getting stumped by the hub. No more power, no more grub, no more getting stumped by the hub. Power. Damn power. Power and grub, rising up to the hub. But now we stand, take back our land. No more your damn power and your grub. The dark winter is here, shadows veil the day. Spring feels like a dream so far away. A cold wind howls to counter your flame. Warmth is a promise forced away. Hold on, don't let go. Through the bitter storm, through the driving snow, in painful chill with fogging breath, we fight the winter servant. His name is death. Things will get rough, you've seen nothing yet. A storm is coming because leaders threat. Fortunes will rise and they will come to ruin on the backs of people who don't know what they're doing. People will rage for they've endured the pain. Long months of hunger, bitter cold pouring rain. Promises broken like they weren't said. People will feel like they're better off dead. Hold on, don't let go. Through the bitter storm, through the driving snow, in painful chill with fogging breath, we fight the winter servant. His name is death. When winter's grip loosens, When plants awake, be ready to get ready for another winter break. Stock up the harvest, prepare for the return. The cold winter cycle, a lesson to learn. The dark winter fades, but never forget. Strength lies in hope, no matter the threat. Spring will come and warmth will reign, until the dark winter calls again. factories to the fields where the common people toil. They turn the wrenches of progress, plant food seed in the soil. I count 99 of us for every one of them. If we decide to turn off lights, watch their profit dim. We're the 99%, we're throwing down the gauntlet. We're tired of worrying about bills while wealthy people flaunt it. No more asking, we're through talking nice. If they want the economy to run, they will meet our price. 15 years without a raise while the prices climb so high. They say there ain't no money, but we know that's just a lie. From the mines to the mills to the stores upon Main Street, nothing runs, nothing builds without working people's feet. They forgot one simple truth about the power that we hold. When we stand together, we're worth more than all their gold. If they won't protect what's ours, we'll shut it all right down till social security secure and fair wages come around. So gather all your neighbors, don't matter left or right. When it comes to common folk, we're in the same old fight. 1 month of standing strong, that's all it's gonna take to show them who builds this land and whose will can make it shake. We're the 99%, we're throwing down the gauntlet. We're tired of worrying about bills while wealthy people flaunt it. No more asking, we're through talking nice. If they want the economy to run, they will meet our price. What the hell's wrong with their brain? Laughing and smiling when they're in pain. Laughing like Joker gone insane. Their mind has disappeared down the drain. When they wake up, their mouth will holler. What can I do to scheme another dollar? They walk around wringing hands so greedy, shifty eyes looking at the world with no pity. What the hell's wrong with their brain? Laughing and smiling when they're in pain. Laughing like Joker gone insane. Their mind has disappeared down the drain. Down the drain. Down the drain. Down the drain. Later in the evening, still a scheming. Money, money, money. Greedy mind screaming. If you got big money, greed will be your pal. Drag you kicking and screaming down to hell. What the hell's wrong with their brain? Laughing and smiling when they're in pain. Laughing like Joker gone insane. Their mind has disappeared down the drain. Down the drain, down the drain. Greedy mind is so in pain. Treating the world with such disdain. Greedy mind gone insane. Down the drain. 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 in the evening, still a scheming. Money, 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 greedy mind screaming. If you got big money, greed will be your pal. Drag you kicking and screaming down to hell. What the hell's wrong with their brain? Laughing and smiling when they're in love. Grandpa was a military man, Dad served the Navy too. Brother joined up the day he could, that was the thing to do. I went down, got myself recruited. Our loyalty could not be refuted. Our family history is filled with warriors true. In the Revolutionary War, they helped draw borders new. We all held our right hand high, took an oath to defend even if we die. How can I not be enraged? How can I not cry when those takers commit treason for money, power, or selfish reason? I'm an American born of immigrants. This land with open arms my family befriended. I'll do what I can to defend her. My oath never ended. My oath never ended. True patriots fight our enemies inside and out. When asked to serve, our hand goes up and we shout for honor and country. wonder I am the way I am. From the time I was born, Dad was a Navy man. He went to see a gunner sail in the ocean. When he got back home, Mom showed such devotion. Little brother, me and mother loved our father like no other. Honor. Leopard would eat their face. Grandma, Grandpa, lost in the storm, holding together to keep each other warm on cold, hot streets, shivering in pain from the storm of cold winter's rain. Cold rain, cold rain. Lost yet they stand with the glimmer of hope, held on to love, it's their remaining lifeboat. Though their world crumbled, they still believe in the simple joy they give and they receive. Grandma, Grandpa, lost in the storm, holding together to keep each other warm on cold, hot streets, shivering in pain from the storm of cold winter's rain. Grandma, Grandpa, their life takes a soaking. Encounters in government, security promised is broken. We love them and won't let them suffer. We are Americans, we are very much tougher. That's right. We won't let the greedy take what's ours. Labor has the power to cause nation scars. We can shut it all down, refuse to work. No buying or selling, that'll teach those jerks. Grandma, Grandpa, lost in the storm, holding together to keep each other warm on cold, hot streets, shivering in pain from the storm of cold winter's rain. Labor has power if they have no faction. Their bodies, labor's minds, in actions. Labor can refuse to take part in an economy rigged from the start. Labor will get there just due, or the whole economy can get screwed. Trillions of dollars in profit lost because money grubbers sought riches at any cost. The privilege wail and moan, rich is gone, they sing a different tone. You know they love their money, to them it's like sweet honey. Grandma, Grandpa, lost in the storm, holding together to keep each other warm on cold, hard streets, shivering in pain from the storm of cold winter's rain. When rich schemers took Social Security money, all the people across the land didn't think it funny. When half steal from have-nots and give them the the economy with a national strike. We love you, Grandma, Grandpa. We remember what you did. You were there for us. You never hid. So now it's our turn to return your love. We won't let anyone hurt you. We swear by the stars above. Labor has power if they have no faction. The body's labor's minds and actions. Labor can refuse to take part in an economy rigged from the start. Labor will get there just due, or the whole economy can get screwed. Trillions of dollars in profit lost, because money grubbers sought riches at any cost. The privileged wail and moan, rich is gone, they sing a different tone. You know they love their money. To them it's like sweet honey. Grandma, Grandpa, lost in the storm, holding together to keep each other warm. On cold, hard streets, shivering in pain, from the storm of cold winter's rain. When rich schemers took social security money, all the people across the land didn't think it funny. When half steal from have-nots and get the pike, love shuts down the economy with a national strike. We love you, Grandma, Grandpa. We love you, Grandma, Grandpa. Wealthy haves and poor have-nots. You have nothing, they have lots. Division of mission, that's the world's condition. People up and people down, see the smile, see the frown. Up high, down low, smiles fake, hearts break. Smiles on empty faces, don't see their disgraces. It's the same old thing, the rotten song they sing. It's nothing new, just another form. It's very weird, it's not the norm. Now they're weary, soon the storm. Wealthy haves and poor have-nots. You have nothing, they have lots. They take theirs and yours too. You're nobody, they scream screw you. Why do people let this happen? Onto them the rich keep crapping. Let me do a little math. Feel the situation, feel the people's wrath. I count 800 billionaires, greedy bastards in their lairs. CEOs with painted toes, scheming for dough. Big boss man, follow command, ain't it grand? Not for you, animal, in our zoo. We're the cage, you're enraged. It's all for them, 806. It ain't wealthy haves and poor have-nots. You have nothing, they have lots. They take theirs and yours too. You're nobody, they scream screw you. Count 800 billionaires, greedy bastards in their lairs. CEOs with painted toes, scheming for dough. Big boss man, follow command, ain't it grand? Not for you, animal in our zoo. We're the cage, you're enraged. It's all for them, 800 sin. It ain't right. Wealthy haves and poor have-nots. You have nothing, they have lots. They take theirs and yours too. You're nobody, they scream screw you. work hard until you die. You tighten your belt while they live it up. It ain't no good, enough is enough. A living wage and you'll survive, but a dog can do that. We're here to thrive. Every January you take it on the chin. Holidays over, let the price rise begin. For 15 years, they've kept us poor. They've lived it up and treated us like a whore. Raise it high, our minimum pay. A thriving wage for a better day. We're brothers, sisters, neighbors, friends, deserving of dignity that never ends. Social Security's on shaky ground. COLAs for workers could turn it around. We're paying in, so let's pay it fair. If someone wants to cut it, you better beware. This ain't just a dream, it's the promise we're owed. From the time we started working, we carried the load. We built America, every nut and bolt. Don't kick us to the curb with the financial jolt. For the ones who build, for the ones who serve, give them the respect they've long deserved. Raise it high, our minimum pay. A thriving wage for a better day. We're brothers, sisters, neighbors, friends, deserving of dignity that never ends. A thriving wage, not just a living. A nation of workers, a COLA given. So let's stand together, make our nation strong. When you treat workers right, you can't go wrong. Raise it high, our minimum pay. A thriving wage for a better day. We're brothers, sisters, neighbors, friends, deserving of dignity that never ends. Social Security's on shaky ground. COLAs for workers could turn it around. We're paying in, so let's pay it fair. Deserving of dignity that never ends. A thriving wage, not just a living. A nation of workers, a COLA given. So let's stand together, make our nation strong. When you treat workers right, you can't go wrong. A thriving wage, not just a living. A nation of workers, a COLA given. So let's stand together, make our nation strong. When you treat workers right, you can't go wrong. They're trying to ruin lives, put elders in the cold. For 2 seconds of spite, they sell their very soul. What the hell is wrong? They are hurt. Wiping out their family just to hurt another man. Wake up, you stupid moron! Owner lives no more! Your kids will look the other way.
This is a dark day in American history. The White House is being filed by a felon. It was a dark, wicked day. Don't like it. Oh, Trump, he was like some big old New Yorker. And now he moved down to Florida, he turned into a panty race. You can't stand getting a little bit cold. Poor son. Like I said, yeah, that's all that. God dang it. Oh, man. You just wait. There's gonna be some people regretting it. People gonna regret it, and I hate that. I really do. Anyway, let's listen to another song. Oh yeah, this one. It's a real cool song. I think you probably like it.
One, Freedom's Petitions Assembly. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Two, right to bear arms. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Free quartering of soldiers. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. Search and arrest. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Like in criminal cases, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. to a fair trial. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. 7 rights in civil cases. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. Bail! Fines! Punishment! Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. 9 rights retained by the people. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. States' rights. Night. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states, respectively, or to the people.
Today is a stain on U.S. history. The solution is the power of economic non-participation. A blueprint for systemic change. The fundamental truth: labor is the foundation of all economic activity. Nothing is mined, planted, harvested, processed, manufactured, sold, or serviced without the hands and minds of workers. Without labor, there is no economy. The strategy: 25% workforce participation in coordinated economic withdrawal, 75% reduction in consumer spending, stay-at-home approach. No physical confrontation, mobile. Dispersible gatherings when needed, complete economic disengagement. The impact: 30-day timeline, estimated $3 trillion in economic damage. Stock market decline of 30 to 40%, supply chain disruptions, banking system stress, corporate liquidity crisis, escalation options, 60 days. $6 trillion impact, 90 days. $12 trillion impact, compound damage, creates insurmountable pressure. Why it works: 1. Leverages system dependencies. 2. Minimizes risk to participants. 3. Cannot be creates asymmetric pressure. The stakes: current trends. Without action, increasing wealth concentration, eroding labor rights, declining living standards, reduced economic mobility, growing corporate control, historical pressure, nonviolent resistance, proven effective economic withdrawal as modern evolution of labor strikes, strategic advantages. 1. No physical confrontation required. 2. Decentralized structure. 3. 5. Lower risk than traditional protests. Conclusion: the path to systemic change lies not in traditional confrontation, but in strategic economic non-participation. The system's dependence on continuous economic activity is its vulnerability. Workers hold the true power. They need only exercise it in unison. If you're ready to push back hard, put your money where your mouth is. Advocate for a national labor strike and business boycott. The only way the common folk are going to get their due and stop being screwed is to shut down the economy. Every JD day I hear of another MAGA, Trump degenerate plan. I'm sick and tired of worrying about my future and our people's future. I got little nieces and nephews to think about. I'm an old disabled man who relies on Social Security. I worked for it and deserve it, and so do you. All of us, damn it. If you want to keep what you have and keep what you have yet to get, you better take real action. Making videos and interviewing people is awesome and informative, but you are an influencer. Strike, boycott. I did a study on the effects of a national labor strike and business boycott. The numbers were staggering. If we can muster 25% of the workforce to strike and cut back their spending 75%, after 30 days there would be a $3 trillion loss to the economy. If people really want to stop the oligarchs, you gotta hit them where it hurts, their wealth. They love that more than anything. They will bend a knee to us if only we stick together and deny them our participation in the economy. Today marks one of the darkest days in U.S. history. The swearing-in of a felon sex offender shyster as president. The only way to stop these guys is strike.
I'm old and getting older by the day. On the first of the month I get my pay. It's the payment for a lifetime of work. Now a rich guy wants to take it away, the jerk. I used to be important to the company plan. Now I'm nothing, just another man. The manager looked at me and gave a shout. That worker's warm, so kicked them out. Kicked out, forgotten, life can get rotten. Kicked to the street, no shoes on my feet. Kicked in the teeth by people I thought I knew. I never thought it would be me that gets the screw. 5 in the morning, I woke up, put on my clothes, grabbed my coffee cup. Faithful and loyal, a company man. But just because I got old, I got the can. I didn't know better, they fooled me good. They used tricks on me, not understood. Now it's all over, my time is done. Now the old man struggles, it's no fun. Kicked out, forgotten, life can get rotten. Kicked to the street, no shoes on my feet. Kicked in the teeth by people I thought I knew. I never thought it would be me that gets the screw. Our people lived like that in our nation's early year. No security at all, always days living in fear. Strikes in the past was our parents' call. Their bold efforts didn't work after all. Police and National Guard sent into the fights between the companies and labor rights. Worker heads got bashed, workers got killed. To win labor's rights, a lot of blood was spilled. Kicked out, forgotten, life can get rotten. Kicked to the street, no shoes on my feet. Kicked in the teeth by people I thought I knew. I never thought it would be me that gets the screw. That was then, and now is now. We have forgot, we don't know how to fight for our rights. Even if we must suffer, we must relearn, or life will get tougher. There is a lot of things we don't like. To remedy the situation, it's a national strike. The economy doesn't have to be disabled if the money grubbers come to the table. Kicked out, forgotten, life can get rotten. Kicked to the street, no shoes on my feet. Kicked in the teeth by people I thought I knew. I never thought. We're all mesmerized by gadgets and gizmos that blind our eyes. But behind the curtain of capitalist desire lies a road to riches built on exploitation's fire. They sell us cheap crap, the labor's underpaid, while we feel the system trapping ourselves in the trade. It's time to wake up, stop the ancient abuse, to a new era with fairness, no more excuse. Don't believe the propaganda, don't fall for the lie. New era socialism where values are high. Properly paid workers create quality goods, a world built on justice the way it should. In a world of consumption, we're all mesmerized by gadgets and gizmos that blind our eyes. But behind the curtain of capitalist desire lies a road to riches built on exploitation's fire. They sell us cheap crap, the labor's underpaid, while we fuel the system trapping ourselves in the trade. It's time to wake up, stop the ancient abuse, to a new era with fairness, no more excuse. Don't believe the propaganda, don't fall for the lie. New era socialism where values are high. Properly paid workers create quality goods, a world built on justice the way it should. The tower is high, built on labor's bones. Its halls echo with the sound of thrones. They tell you to climb, but keep the ladder thin. The doors are locked, they won't let you in. But when the scales begin to turn, the fire inside will start to burn. Voices rise, they'll call is a table, they feast at the head, while the rest are told, be grateful for bread. But the seeds are planted in the cracks of stone, and soon the roots will claim the throne. And when the tides begin to shift, the ground below will start to lift. 1,000 voices, clear and loud, the workers rise above the crowd. They wrote the rules in invisible ink, but now the world begins to think. What's fair is rare, but it starts today. The voices of many will light the way. The tower falls, the gates swing wide. The future's written on the rising tide. So hold the line and take your stand. Together we build, together we bend. The power's ours, the call is near. Code determination, we persevere. The power's ours. The call is near. Co-determination. We persevere.
One key force enabling partisan control and corruption is the influence of big money. The Koch brothers exemplify how wealthy individuals and corporations steer political parties toward their interests. Rather than creating a new political party, they found it easier to take over the Republican Party, backing movements like the Tea Party to undermine weak leadership and seize control. The 2010 Citizens United Supreme Court ruling added fuel to this fire by allowing unlimited spending in elections, enabling billionaires like the Kochs to pour vast sums into campaigns and campaigns and campaigns and campaigns, and Kochs to pour vast sums into campaigns and campaigns, and Kochs pour vast sums into campaigns and campaigns, and Kochs. This ruling increased the influence of money in politics, making officials more dependent on big donors than their constituents. It has pushed parties toward extremism and away from the people they represent. One effective way to counteract this control is through open primaries, by allowing voters of any affiliation to participate. Open primaries reduce party elites' power and create a more representative process. Voters registered as independents or no party would have a voice in choosing candidates, ensuring a broader range of opinions. Open primaries encourage the election of more moderate candidates. Closed primaries often favor extreme elements within each party, as only the most loyal voters participate. Open primaries force candidates to appeal to a broader electorate, including moderate
on the back to make you work. You were born low and we're the jerks. Labor stand tall, labor stand true. Solidarity of all labor, the thing to do. All across the land, up and down the shore. Labor ain't gonna be mistreated no more. Hey, rich kid, you got a problem with it? Labor's had enough and don't give a shit. You have to come around to our way of thinking. You can still be rich and still be drinking. Labor rules this land. Labor drives the economy. Labor can shut it down. So how do you like that? Don't like it? What? Too friggin' bad. You should have thought of it. But you didn't give a shit. You thought you did it all on your own. Now labor takes all and you get a bone. Labor rules this land. Labor drives the economy. Labor can shut it down. So how do you like that? How do you like that? If you don't got straps on your boots, you get a strap on the back to make you work. You were born low, and we're the jerks. Labor stand tall, labor stand true. Solidarity of all, labor the thing to do. All across the land, up and down the shore. Labor ain't gonna be mistreated no more. Hey, rich kid, you got a problem with it? Labor's had enough and don't give a shit. You have to come around to our way of thinking. You can still be rich and still be drinking. Labor rules this land. Labor drives the economy. Labor can shut it down. So how do you like that? Don't like it? What? Too friggin' bad. You should have thought of it, but you didn't give a shit. You thought you did it all on your own. Now labor takes all and you get a bone. Labor rules this land. Labor drives the economy. Labor can shut it down. So how do you like that? How do you like that? Labor. Are you ready for the nuclear apocalypse? Are you ready to watch the world burn and flip? They've been planning this for a long, long time. Every piece is in place, it's the perfect crime. All it takes is silence, all it takes is fear. The mark of the beast is already near. In your hand, on your brow, just take the sign. Bow to the beast, fall into line. Everything seems alright till the end draws near. When hell's gates open, then comes the fear. Are you ready for the nuclear apocalypse? apocalypse? Are you ready for God to arrive? Will you stand before him, or will you run and hide? You can cheer as Satan spreads his wings and drink deep of iniquity. You think you have what it takes? Now the test will reveal the fakes. Bow to the beast, fall into line. 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 All it takes is silence, all it takes is fear. The mark of the beast is already here. In your hand, on your brow, just take the sign. Bow to the beast, fall into line. Everything seems alright till the end draws near. When hell's gates open, then comes the fear. Are you ready for the nuclear apocalypse? Are you ready for God to arrive? Will you stand before him, or will you run and hide? You can cheer as Satan spreads his wings and drink deep of iniquity. You think you have what it takes? Now the test will reveal the fakes. Bow to your true master with leathery wings. You cried out, Jesus, the falsehood rings. Lukewarm and lost, he'll spit you out. And in hell's fire, you'll scream and shout. Bow to the beast, fall into line. Bow to the beast, fall into line. To the beast, fall into line. When hell's fire, you'll scream and shout. Jesus, the falsehood rings. Lukewarm and lost, you'll spit you out. And in hell's fire, you'll scream and shout.
On stage, promising everything with their silver tongues, a better future they sing. But behind those smiles, behind evil eyes, shadows of their past, all told with lies. They talk about change, make promises galore. They always deceive, treat us like a whore. They use us for power, and when they are done, leave us corpses rotting in the sun. No more smoke and mirrors, it's time for the truth. Enough of their lies, enough of their abuse. It's time for transparency, no more hidden agendas. Let's have 10-year background checks on all those pretenders. Ooh, yeah. They talk about change, make promises galore. They always deceive, treat us like a whore. They use us for power, and when they are done, leave us corpses rotting in the sun. No smoke and mirrors, it's time for the truth. Enough of their lies, enough of their abuse. It's time for transparency, no more hidden agendas. Let's have 10-year background checks on all those pretenders. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. They talk about change, make promises galore. They always deceive, treat us like a whore. They use us for power, and when they are done, leave us corpses rotting in the sun. No more smoke and mirrors, it's time for the truth. Enough of their lies, enough of their abuse. It's time for transparency, no more hidden agendas. Let's have 10-year background checks on all those pretenders. Ooh, yeah. They talk about change, make promises galore. They always deceive, treat us like a whore. They use us for power, and when they are done, leave us corpses rotting in the sun. No more smoke and mirrors, it's time for the truth. Enough of their lies, enough of their abuse. It's time for transparency, no more hidden agendas. Let's have 10-year background checks on all those pretenders. They talk about change, make promises galore. That's how they always deceive, treat us like a whore. They use us for power, and when they are done, leave us corpses rotting in the sun. Oh no. Oh no. No more smoke and mirrors. It's time for the truth. They're of heart and agendas. Let's have 10-year background checks. They talk about change, make promises galore. That's how they always deceive, treat us like a whore. They use us for power, and when they are done, leave us corpses rotting in the sun. 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 No more smoke and mirrors. It's time for the truth. They're of heart and agendas. Let's have 10-year background checks.
The soul sets on you. Let's hope they take care. Dark clouds rising, fire in the air. 4 years of peace, now the cold takes hold. 4 years of dread as the story unfolds. A flicker of peace, but it slips so fast, like the hourglass, and couldn't last. Now the storm rolls in, skies turning black. We brace for the blow, there's no turning back. We ain't resting, bro, we got fire inside. Through the long dark night, we keep the fire alive. We'll raise that torch and swing it around. We the people, yeah, we hold this ground. Hold tight, sis, it's a long dark ride through hell, a high water to the other side. 2 years in, and the wall will crack. Open their eyes, send their plans right back. Every move they make, every line they fake, they'll drown, bro, in the truth's earthquake. Midterms coming, yeah, it's time to start. Flip the script, let the people play it smart. Keep grinding, sis, it's the only way. Through chaos and turmoil, we seize the day. Let the dark clouds rage, let the storm release. Through vengeance and wrath, we'll carve out peace. Hold tight, bro, it's a long dark ride. Didn't want to bring the fight, but can't let it slide. Crazy's taking hold, it's out of hand. Time to purge this Tick-tock, time rolls, the pendulum swings. We fight for the change that freedom brings. They try to divide, but we won't break. Together we rise, yeah, make no mistake. The sun will rise, just wait and see. Through struggle and pain comes victory. America's heart beats strong and true. We'll write the future. It's up to me and you. Hold tight, bro. It's a long, dark ride through hell or high water to the other side. 2 years in, and the wall will crack. Open their eyes, send their plans right back. It's a long, dark ride. Didn't want to bring the fight, but can't let it slide. Crazy's taking hold, it's out of hand. Time to purge this madness across the land. Tick-tock, time rolls, the pendulum swings. We fight for the change that freedom brings. They try to divide, but we won't break. Together we rise, yeah, make no mistake. Mistake. The sun will rise, just wait and see. Through struggle and pain comes victory. America's heart beats strong and true. We'll write the future. It's up to me and you. The sun will rise, just wait and see. Through struggle and pain comes victory. America's heart beats strong and true. We'll write the future. It's up to me and you. We'll write the future. It's up to me and you. Life is a raging storm, peace and harmony are not the norm. We carried the weight, fought through the pain, pressure so hard it'll drive you insane. Our wings are torn, but they still beat. Even worn out dreams can rise to their feet. With every flutter, I feel the air. A broken soul still takes me there. Tears fall down, but I can see. A hurricane starts with a fragile beat. Even worn wings can move the sky. Even tired hearts still learn to fly. From the tip of the wing, a storm will rise. A hurricane of hope to dry our eyes. Super cool, super strong. You ain't no fool, you can't go wrong. We built this dream, a dream of hope. Get over it, you wealthy doe. From battered hearts, a radiant beam. Every word, a ripple flows through the worn out wings. The cracks don't break me, they let light in. When spiteful eye check us and grin. The world spins anyway, each and every day. Our tears fall down and feed the sea. From the struggle and pain, we're finally free. Even worn wings can move the sky. Even tired hearts still learn to fly. From the tip of the wing, a storm will rise. A hurricane of hope to heal the cries. Super cool, super strong. We'll keep on flying, singing our song. So here's to the worn, the tired, the torn. Through every night, a new day is born. We'll build from the cracks, we'll soar again. Even broken wings will find